What we have in New Jersey is a sham. It's a joke. The idea that someone could run as someone outside the machine, especially on the Democratic side, is really a fallacy. And I knew the system was bad. I knew the system was corrupt, but I had no idea just how endemic it is and just how entrenched it is in all kinds of little things, 100 different little things that I've had to deal with. And you know, it's not like I ran for governor and I said, "Oh, I'm going to win." You know, I knew I was an underdog. I'm obviously a tremendous underdog for money, if no other reason. But the fact that they are using their offices to basically gild the lily in this case, because they would have beat me anyway, probably. But the fact that they're using the offices to gild the lily just shows how arrogant these guys are, how entrenched these guys are, and what poor shape our democracy is in the state of New Jersey. We just don't have a democracy. What we have is a kleptocracy.
A what?
A kleptocracy.
Like
you can look it up
you can
online.
steal it?
A kleptocracy is a form of government where you have an entrenched machine that does everything it can to loot the system, and that's what we have. What's bankrupting the state of New Jersey is school funding. Until we solve the school funding problem, we're going to have bigger and bigger budget deficits, bigger and bigger budget problems every year. We have to solve the school funding problem. Until we do, nothing else will be fixed.
Tell me about property taxes and the burden on towns in Baristanet specifically.
Well, towns in Baristanet, each town is a little different, but we get almost nothing from school funding. So people in Glen Ridge or Montclair or even Bloomfield are paying a tremendous amount of property taxes to fund their own schools, and then they're also getting hit with income taxes to fund everyone else's schools. It's one of the reasons why we have the highest tax burden of any of the 50 states by a lot of measurements now. And certainly if that isn't true now, it will be true when the governor's budget goes through next year.
Is this mainly because of Abbott?
Abbott is a symptom of the bigger problem. The bigger problem is we're funding schools in a way that doesn't make any sense and isn't economically viable. Abbott was an attempt to fix that in some way, but it made it worse. It didn't make it better. I believe in contested elections. Whether that's true in Glen Ridge or whether that's true in the state of New Jersey or whether that's true at a federal level. Contested elections are good for democracy because contested elections bring about discussion of issues. So to the extent that I can bring discussion of these important issues facing the state of New Jersey, to the extent I can talk about the failed policies of the Corzine administration and why they're bad for the state of New Jersey, to that extent my campaign is a success. Oh no, I'm on his radar screen, absolutely. Well, there's no question about it. Believe me, I was already on his radar screen. He has a tremendous black mark on his record already because of me, because he's the only governor in the state of New Jersey to have had a recall attempt against him. No, believe me, Jon Corzine knows exactly who I am. You should have seen the look he gave me the last time I saw him a couple weeks ago.
Really? Where was that?
I was at the Mercer County Democratic Convention.
And describe it?
It was not a friendly look.
Okay.
But you're right. I mean, he doesn't really have to worry about me. That was kind of my point to you earlier. I mean, it's kind of funny that they're using all this machinery they have to try and swat me whenever they can. Because it really would have been a lot smarter just to leave me alone and not bother me. But they aren't really smart people, so they don't do smart things.